with over 17 million views in less than 24 hours, you probably already know that Tucker Carlson is coming to Twitter. Welcome back to Radically Rational Radio. In this episode, we're going to talk about Tucker Carlson's next venture. Let's jump into it.
Hey, it's Tucker Carlson. You often hear people say the news is full of lies, but most of the time that's not exactly right. Much of what you see on television or read the New York Times is in fact true in the literal sense. But that doesn't make it true. The news you consume is a lie of the stealthiest and most insidious kind. Facts have been withheld on purpose, along with proportion and perspective. You are being manipulated. What's it like to work in a system like that? After more than 30 years in the middle of it, we could tell you stories. The best you can hope for in the news business at this point is the freedom to tell the fullest truth that you can. But there are always limits. And you know that if you bump up against those limits often enough, you will be fired for it. That's not a guess, it's guaranteed. Every person who works in English language media understands that. The rule of what you can't say defines everything. You can't have a free society if people aren't allowed to say what they think is true. That's why it's enshrined in the first of our constitutional amendments. Amazingly, as of tonight, there aren't many platforms left that allow free speech. The last big one remaining in the world, the only one, is Twitter, where we are now. Twitter has long served as the place where our national conversation incubates and develops. Twitter is not a partisan site. Everybody's allowed here, and we think that's a good thing. And yet, for the most part, the news that you see analyzed on Twitter comes from media organizations that are themselves thinly disguised propaganda outlets. You see it on cable news, you talk about it on Twitter. The result may feel like a debate, but actually the gatekeepers are still in charge. We think that's a bad system. We know exactly how it works, and we're sick of it. Starting soon, we'll be bringing a new version of the show we've been doing for the last 6.5 years to Twitter. Free speech is the main right that you have. Without it, you have no others. See you soon.
For those of you looking to stay in direct contact with Tucker, texting to 44055. How many people are shorting Truth Social right now? Tucker Carlson deciding to put his show on Twitter is pretty revolutionary. Right now, Twitter is in a time of influx where they desperately need a flagship content creator to really get this thing going. And Tucker Carlson is obviously the most available and highest qualified candidate. You probably think that Elon Musk paid him a bunch of money. Elon Musk is autistic. He doesn't think like neurotypical people, and he definitely doesn't feel like ADHD people. There is no special contract for Tucker. Twitter's contract is very straightforward. You get 100% for the first year. We take 10% after that. Tucker gets the same deal. I think it's a thing of beauty. Elon Musk probably never dreamed about taking over Twitter and turning it into another profitable company. Yet here we are watching it happen. I hope you learned something. I'm Tristan. This is Radically Rational Radio. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Stay resilient.